Greetings, Lucky Legend. Welcome to the dojo. My name is Lucky, this is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host of this video, and it's time for our Week 5 PMC Team Builder against the Chicago Sacred Fire and Stab X4 or Stab X5. Now, this was a really big battle because the two of us have some of the best records and differentials in the league. And he also has a crazy scary team. He has Megalopunny, he has Manaphy, he has Salamence, he has Houndoom, Amoonguss, Registeel, Mesprit, Clefable, Gengar, Sandslash, and Electabuzz. That is a crazy good draft. I was expecting Megalopunny, Manaphy, Salamence, Amoonguss, Mesprit, and Gengar. I could definitely see the Clefable coming as well. I could see the Sandslash coming, I could see the Registeel coming, I could see the Houndoom coming, I could see the Electabuzz coming. I could really see anything coming. But I really heavily prepped for the Megalopunny, the Manaphy, the Salamence, and the Amoonguss. And the Gengar. The Gengar was also a big one. That slot number 5 I thought was really up in the air. He ended up not bringing certain things that I expected him to bring. However, I was very happy with my prep, win or lose. And I'm going to sort of break it down for you guys as it is. So, as you can see, we have our Elegance, our Sylveon. I knew immediately I needed to bring this thing. My choice specs Pixelate Sylveon with Hyper Voice, Sleep Talk, Psyshock, and Shadow Ball. Sleep Talk is for that Amoonguss. It can fire off spores pretty freely, which is why I have Elegance here with us, with that Sleep Talk. I was kind of hoping to get the Psyshock roll on Sleep Talk if that situation arose. But Hyper Voice knocks out Megalopunny. It knocks out Salamence. It knocks out... It just does huge damage. The Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice with Choice Specs just does so much damage. Like, unless you resist it, it's doing more than 50%. Or unless you're, like, insanely specially bulky, which nothing on his team really is, with the possible exception of maybe the Mesprit, maybe the Clefable, but they're still not going to appreciate it. We have 52 EVs in speed, so that we will outspeed base 65 Pokemon with 4 investment, i.e. we need to break 86 speed in case he runs 4 speed EVs on something with base 65 so that we can just speed creep that thing just a little bit. I dumped the rest into defense because Sylveon doesn't really need any help in the special defense department. And then 4 in HP because I want that odd number of HP, and then 4 went into Spidef because we had 4 left over. That was Elegance. I was very happy with it. Then we have Grayscale, our Habonberry, Kyurem. We're bringing the Habonberry again. That 244 EVs in speed is designed to outspeed a max speed timid or jolly, not a Zelf, Mesprit. It hits 145 max. We hit 146 with that 244 EVs in speed. I dumped the rest into bulk. Made it a max special attack, Modest Nature, Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is really for like the Manaphy. That's really the only thing that it hits better than any other move. Because Ice Beam hits Salamence better than Draco Meteor does. And Ice Beam also hits the Amoonguss. Earth Power hits the Registeel, which was the thing that I was really worried about. And Flash Cannon hits the Clefable. So pretty much anything else will get nuked by an Ice Beam. The plan was, we can take a Choice Scarf or an Adamant Outrage with that Habonberry and fire off an Ice Beam and knock out the Salamence. I believe it kills Salamence even if Salamence has a Yachi Berry. Just because of how incredibly hard that Ice Beam hits with that base 130 special attack. I'm really trying to find an opportunity where I can bring physical Kyurem, or at least mixed Kyurem, but special Kyurem has so much good special coverage. Its physical coverage is not as good. But then, of course, we have Malice, our Choice Scarf Moxie Crocodile. Now, the reason we are running Adamant rather than Jolly is because with the Choice Scarf, we outspeed Mega Lopunny regardless of whether we're Adamant or Jolly. With Adamant, we still outspeed Mega Lopunny if it's a Jolly Mega Lopunny. So I didn't need to run that extra boost of speed, and instead I can have that extra boost of damage. Earthquake, Knockoff, Superpower, and Dragon Claw. Superpower is really just for that Mega Lopunny. It doesn't hit anything else on his team that Earthquake doesn't hit. Yeah, that's the only reason I have it, is for that Mega Lopunny, in case he's running some bulk to, just live in Earthquake much more easily. Lopunny may naturally live Earthquake, I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely not living a Superpower. Dragon Claw is for Salamence, Knockoff is for the Electabuzz. Interestingly enough, because Electabuzz can probably carry that Eviolite. It has good speed to it, but we will outspeed it with the Choice Scarf. You're probably thinking just go for Earthquake, it's super effective and stab. However, if Earthquake may just be a 1-hit KO on it, even if it's holding the Eviolite, but in case it's not, I would want to be able to knock that thing off so that I can revenge kill it much more easily with something else. But, speaking of Mega Lopunny, Kai-10 is our one-all counter to Mega Lopunny. Max HP, max defense with Intimidate and Leftovers. I almost never run just fully physically defensive Hitmontop because it has such good natural special defense. I like to run it mixed defensive. However, for this match, I needed just max defense with Intimidate. I needed good Intimidate presence to deal with that Mega Lopunny. Toxic, Rapid Spin, Mach Punch, and Low Sweep. Low Sweep lowers your opponent's speed by 1 stage. I was hoping to get that off at some point during the match, just so that I could outspeed more easily with some of the other members of my team. The Mach Punch is just, it's priority damage. Rapid Spin was in case we were dealing with hazards, and Toxic is to wear down some of my opponent's walls. It doesn't work against Registeel, but it works against the Mesprit. It works against the Clefable unless he's running Magic Guard, which is very possible. I sort of predicted him to bring Unaware Clefable to deal with like a potential Choice Scarf Moxie Crocodile, so that he would ignore the Moxie boosts. I kind of figured that he might do that. But I'm going to skip Meloetta for now. Meloetta was undoubtedly the MVP of the match. But we also brought Talisman, our Jirachi, with safety goggles. This thing just hard walls Amoonguss. Amoonguss absolutely cannot do anything to us. We have Wish, Thunderwave, Stealth Rock, and Psychic. HP Fire is not a 2-hit KO on us unless he's running like Choice Specs Max Special Attack Amoonguss. Even then it might not be a 2-hit KO because Amoonguss doesn't hit very hard and we have great natural bulk to us. We actually invested quite a bit into bulk. We didn't need any speed on this thing because it was my lead Jirachi. I wanted to paralyze stuff. I wanted to get up my Stealth Rocks. I wanted to hit things with Psychic. That's all I really wanted to do. I had no qualms with letting this thing go down if it went down. But that was really it. It was just to hardwall Amoonguss. Then we have our 1-all Gengar counter. This thing only takes like 20 to 30% from a Sludge Wave from Gengar, or something like that. It just walls it. Pretty much 100% walls it. Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, U-Turn, and Psyshock. U-Turn is in case we need to get out of there. Psyshock pretty much one-shots a Gengar. I think it does like 98% min. It also does huge damage to Mega Lopunny. Shadow Ball is for the Mesprit. That's really the main thing that it's for. Hyper Voice is for probably, I'd say, like the Clefable, the Electabuzz, the Sandslash. Just because it's good stab, it'll do a little bit more than Psyshock does. And like I said, U-Turn for getting out of there. With the Assault Vest, this thing tanks, hits like a monster. Tanks hits like a monster. It actually deals with Tail Glow Manaphy pretty well. It doesn't completely wall it because, you know, Scald has a chance to burn, and Manaphy's obviously a lot faster than us if it's invested, but we're completely uninvested, so it's just naturally going to be faster than us. But this thing actually deals with Manaphy pretty well. That is going to be it for this team builder. I am sorry about my audio quality. I know I sound sick. I am kind of sick. I want to apologize for that, but I want to thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It's very much greatly appreciated. But with that, I'm going to get about. Best of luck out there. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.